Hey guys, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. You're watching Living the Denver Boulder Lifestyle, and my name is Rachel Kennedy. Today I'm going to be digging into the most affordable neighborhoods in and around the Denver area. I figured as we head into 2024, this is the perfect time to really get granular on where can you find the best deals in and around Denver. So before we get started, I would love to have you hit that like and subscribe button so that you get notified every time I put new videos out, which is every Thursday afternoon. All right, so let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen with you guys so that you can follow along, and we're really just gonna do a tour around the greater Denver area. And I'm gonna point out the neighborhoods that are worth talking about, the neighborhoods that I like, some nuances about them, what you should know, why people move there, and what you can get for that price point. So everything that I'm going to go over today, all the neighborhoods are achievable at a price point up to $550,000 or less for a single family property with at least 2 bedrooms. I picked out a few specific listings that I'm going to dig into to show you exactly what that price or what a certain price is going to get you in that neighborhood, whether it's a 2-bedroom total fixer-upper for $400,000 or a completely turnkey 4-bedroom house for $550,000. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and get started. All right, so the screen I have pulled up here is the screen or the portal that I go into to look for properties for my clients. So you're seeing the MLS back of the system screen here. And why I wanted to show this to you is because we can very easily see where the majority of the listings are concentrated in those different areas. And then we're gonna dig into those different areas. So I'm going to start here in what we call the Barnum or Valverde area. And this is just outside of the Denver area. So you can see we're super, super close to downtown Denver, which sits right here. And then this area right here is the general area that we're going to be talking about. So this area does encompass a few different neighborhoods. So we have Barnum and Barnum West, which is going to be this little square here. And then we have Valverde, which is just on the other side of Federal here. And then we have the Westwood area that runs into Marley, and then Athmar Park that runs into Ruby Hill. So I'm really going to talk about this section right here as one. And why I like this area is, one, because you are so close to the city of Denver. So if you know that you are commuting into the city of Denver or even just on the outskirts of the city for work or play, this is a great neighborhood to get into as close to the city of Denver without paying an astronomical price. Right now, Denver's average price point is sitting in the 600s range, and everything in this neighborhood that we're going to look at is $550,000 or less. So let's dig in and check out a couple of these listings. So this property here is in the Barnum West neighborhood, and it is 1,125 square feet, listed at $525, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. So we've got some nice painted brick. This is going to be a flip, so I'm going to assume this is completely turnkey. You have your 1-car garage, converted fireplace there. Looks like it might be electrical. Really nice on-trend floors, clean white kitchen. Looks like newer windows. Looks like they went through and redid the entire house. You can see that the ceiling has been newly drywalled and textured, new carpet, new doors, all new fixtures. So completely turnkey, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, let's call it 1,100 square foot house for $525 in the Barnum neighborhood. Now, if we head back to our map and check out what can we get in the Barnum West neighborhood. So this is 1,344 square feet, listed at $420,000. And we have 3 bedrooms and 1 bath in this property. This one, I believe, is a flip as well. You can kind of tell by the landscaping that they have in the front yard. I would rather see grass there, but they did what they could. We've got new floors. Again, that nice, clean, crisp white kitchen with new black backsplash, new stainless steel appliances, new doors. Yeah, all new bathroom. So this is pretty indicative of what you'll be able to find in that Barnum neighborhoods for the mid 4s to mid 5s. Whoops. And then let's dig in here. My favorite part of, or my favorite section in this area is going to be this Athmar Park area, and that's because it's so close to Ruby Hill. Now, Ruby Hill is this big park that we see right here. They have a skate park in here, they have a pump track in here, and they also built a nonprofit outdoor music venue here. So they host a ton of free music concerts in the summer, and they actually have really great performers come in. Nothing like, you know, they're not going to have the Red Hot Chili Peppers and, you know, like the Black Keys playing here or anything. Local artists, some bigger things. I saw a couple like reggae hip hop shows here last summer. Super, super fun, really chill. You can bring your own picnic or bring outside food in. It's great for the family. I really love this area. And Ruby Hill's property values continue to rise. And I think a large part of it is because of this park, and it's such a great amenity to have in the neighborhood. So let's see what we can find right outside of Ruby Hill. This property on Florida is listed for $535. It is a bigger house at 1,852 square feet with 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. It does need a little bit of updating. A really cute 50s built brick ranch. So solid exterior. Kitchen looks totally livable, right? Nicely updated. We're missing a couple of appliances in there. Nice original hardwood floors. We've got some newer carpet, looks like. So overall, this is a very, very livable house. I actually really like this property. That room could use some love and attention. A huge backyard. It looks like you're back to an open field. A shed that could probably go away. So that's what you'll get right outside of Ruby Hill Park. Now let's zoom out here and head over into the Aurora, East Colfax, Delmar Park area. So this area here is going to be what we're talking about. And this is considered Aurora, East Aurora. When you get outside of this East Aurora, when you go a little bit further east and then south, this is where you're going to start to get newer, higher end new build properties. Talon's Reach usually sits somewhere in the 600s all the way up into the 900s as far as property values. And this is all like open prairie land out here. So it's all free, not free land, but it's all open for expansion. And so we're seeing a lot of new build communities come in this area. So what we're focusing on, we're going to be able to find some older 50s ranches that are closer here up north. And then once we get a little bit south, we'll find some 70s and 80s built properties. We might even find some 90s once we get out here closer to E470. So one thing to note here is that this ring that goes around our city, let's see if I can pull this in. So this ring here is what we call E470, and a large portion of it, when you hit I-25 here that runs north and south, when you hit to the east of that, E470 here all the way up here is going to be all toll roads. So if you see or you're living near that highway and you know you're going to be taking it into work or commuting to school or whatever it is, just know that that is a tollway, and that will obviously increase your commuting expenses. So Aurora's claim to fame, they have a couple of institutions that really bring in the interest in the Aurora area. One is going to be Buckley Air Force Base, and Buckley Air Force Base used to be an Air Force base, and now they started running whatever the space program is that the government started. That's where their base is here. So they do bring in some military stations there. And then right here where it says Fitzsimmons, This is what we call Anschutz Medical Center, and Anschutz Medical Center houses 3 hospitals. It houses the Colorado Children's Hospital, it houses the VA, and the CU Denver Hospital. So a huge hospital campus. This area does get a lot of traveling nurses, obviously people coming in from, you know, less populated metropolises for bigger operations. So we get a lot of patients coming into the Anschutz Medical Center, which has caused investors to start to pay attention to this area surrounding for that midterm rental market and short-term rental market. But the prices still maintain pretty affordably here. So let's check out a couple of properties in this area. So here, closer to Anschutz, we have a single family property listed at $439,000, 1,461 square feet, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So let's check out this interior, see what we can get for $439,000 in the Aurora Anschutz area. Cute landscaping, decent finishes, totally livable, right? Yeah. Stainless steel appliances, open kitchen. I love that space. All right. So that's what we can find close to the Anschutz Medical Center. Now let's go a little bit further south here into Aurora. So this is all going to feel very, very suburban. It's all going to be homes, usually built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and into the 80s in this area. You're gonna find your, you know, your shopping centers, your strip malls, with your anchor stores, and then your, you know, nail salons and that kind of thing. There's not going to be any walkability in Aurora really anywhere. There are a few bigger shopping areas. There's the Aurora Mall. But other than that, you're not going to find any like Main Street cute, you know, restaurants and shops kind of area. So let's check out what you can get for $470,000. This is built in 1981 through 1,320 square feet with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Got a nice fireplace, looks like some newer carpet, decent kitchen, looks like you're on a corner lot, nice big deck, huge backyard, hardwood floors. Yeah, this is a great house. Updated bathrooms, love it. It's a great value. $470, 3-bed, 2-bath. Let's see what else we can find in the Aurora area. I want to find another. Let's see what $550,000 will get us. 1,927 square feet, built in 2000, with 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. We've got a nice clay roof, really cute curb appeal, vaulted ceilings, nice floors, gas fireplace. Nicely updated kitchen. This one's been on the market for 4 days, and I feel like this one probably will go a little bit quickly. It's just move-in ready, turnkey, and those usually tend to fly off the market in our area. All right, so that encompasses the Aurora area. And as you can see, it's quite large. Aurora is actually the second largest, actually I think it's the 3rd largest city in the state of Colorado, behind it's Denver, Colorado Springs, and then Aurora. So Aurora is quite large. So just keep that in mind if you're explaining to somebody where you want to live. Aurora could mean, you know, inner city Aurora, where you're closer to the city of Denver, you're closer to Anschutz Medical Center, or you're a little farther east between E470 and 225 here. And this area is going to be a little bit more suburban, farther away from the city. So now we're going to go a little bit north here into the Green Valley Ranch and Montbello area. Let me grab this square so I can show you. So this is the area that we're going to be talking about here. As you can see, Denver International Airport is right here. And this is a huge draw for those people living in the Green Valley Ranch, Montbello area. So a lot of them work at the airport and live out here because they want to be really close. Otherwise, you have a pretty long commute to the airport because it is not conveniently located. So let's check out what we can find in the Green Valley Ranch, Montbello area. So the difference between Green Valley Ranch and the Montbello area, this side is going to be Montbello. So you're going to be on the west side of Pena Boulevard, and Pena Boulevard is the road that takes you out to the airport. Montbello is going to be an older neighborhood, all 50s, 60s, 70s built ranches. There's not any new development happening in Montbello. Let's check out what you can find in Montbello. So 469,000, 1,593 square feet, just under 1,600 square feet, 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1 car garage, nicely updated. Looks like this might be a flip. So we've got stainless steel appliances, new flooring, all new cabinets. And again, we have 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Nice lower level living area. Your 1 car garage and a nice big yard. All right, so now let's talk about Green Valley Ranch. Green Valley Ranch is going to be the newer of the 2 areas. Green Valley Ranch really started to be developed when they started to build the airport, which was in the 90s. So Green Valley Ranch still does have some of that flat open space here. So we are still seeing a decent amount of development. You can definitely find new builds here in the Green Valley Ranch area. Painted Prairie is one of the bigger developments, bigger new build developments here in the Green Valley Ranch area, and that is Painted Prairie is in this area here. So I'll show you this property here. So this one was built in 2021, listed at 524,000, just over 1,000 square feet, and we have 2 bed, 2 bath, cute little ranch. Really, really small yard. I would expect that in all of the new build communities. So of course, everything is new as of 2021. It looks like we've got some nice tall doorways, nice tall ceilings, gas range. Looks like we might have 1 bedroom here and then another back here. All right, so that's Painted Prairie. Painted Prairie is starting base prices right around that 500,000 mark, and you can go all the way into the 700s. And that's for a new build, not resale. And then let's find something a little bit older. Let's see what you can get for 400,000 in Green Valley Ranch. So this is a 2002 build. Just wanted to check and see if we had any income restrictions on it. 400,000, 2002 build, just over 1,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. So you get 1 more bedroom than that one that we just checked out. And let's see what we get for some finishes. I have a feeling we're gonna see bigger yards over here. This one actually looks like it doesn't have any private yard at all. You just have your open space here, which is shared by the neighbors. And then you can see you have your backload garage. Looks like early 2000s finishes, but nice and clean. Got white appliances, gas fireplace, vaulted ceilings. 3 bedrooms tucked into just over 1,000 square feet is gonna be pretty tight. These bedrooms are gonna be a little bit smaller. So this is gonna be your private yard space. Not a lot to use, but not a lot to take care of either. And then your backload garage. So not a bad deal. And then let's see what you can get for 460. This was built in 2017. This is an Oakwood build. Oakwood is one of the bigger builders here in the Denver area, and they are known for catering to that first-time home buyer, stepping into a new property. This is 1,460 square feet with 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Oakwood builds in this like courtyard style, so this driveway is a shared driveway, and they build in like a circular kind of pod, so you're gonna have 4 properties that are sharing this one driveway. The nice thing about that is that the HOA takes care of the driveway. They shovel the driveway. If there's any damage to the driveway, the HOA takes care of it, but you are sharing a driveway, so keep that in mind. Smaller yard, but it is private. And then we have, this looks like this was probably a base package finish. We don't have any stone countertops or stainless steel appliances, which is totally acceptable. This is not clean and a little cluttered, but livable for sure. Sometimes it's hard to imagine a property without the seller's stuff in it. All right, so that is listed for $460,000 in Green Valley Ranch. All right, our next stop is going to be here a little bit north into the Reunion area. Now, the Reunion area is a newer development. I would say probably about 10 years ago, they started to develop Reunion. And it is such a big development that they basically created a new city out of Reunion. So one of the biggest complaints that I hear about Reunion is that while the home prices are affordable here, the taxes are really, really high. So let's dig in here and see what we can find in the Reunion area. So for $415,000, we have a 2022 build, 1,306 square feet, 2 bed, 3 bathroom. So this is going to be a paired home. So you share a wall, living like a townhouse or a duplex. Nice, decent finishes. This is a great first-time buyer property. Something to get yourself started, build some equity, and then when you're ready in a couple of years, move into something a little bit bigger. All right, so a couple pictures of the Reunion community here. This is a Reunion like clubhouse, coffee house. They've got a lake. You can see the original barn of the farmland that they built on, they kept and restored. So that's pretty cool. These fixtures here are also maintained by the original farmland, and they turned it into a water park. You got your basketball court, park, tennis courts. All right, let's see what else we can find. $537,000, what'll that get us in a Reunion? So before we dig into this property, I wanna point out that in our $415,000 home, our taxes were $2,700 a year. And then we jump into this $537,000 and the taxes are $6,400. So that's a really big difference in your tax basis. So for $537,000, 2012 build, 2,254 square feet, 3 bedroom, 4 bath. This is a single family home. So you're not sharing a wall with anyone. We've got Formica countertops, stainless steel appliances, nice open kitchen. Nicely appointed bathrooms. Looks like your basement, they turn it into a theater room, and then a private backyard. So that looks like a great value for the money. 2,500 or 2,200 square feet for $537,000. I would just encourage you to pay attention to that tax basis that you're stepping into. When we head in over to the Thornton area, we'll check out those taxes and see how they compare. So that being said, our next stop is the Thornton North Glen area. So Thornton and North Glen are located straight north of the city and county of Denver. So this square here is going to be the Thornton North Glen area. You're going to sit on the east side of I-25. The areas are going to consist of older houses down here on the southern part. So the closer to the city of Denver you are, the older the houses. And then once you start getting up closer to that 470 toll road, you're gonna start to see newer homes, early 2000s, all the way into new builds that they're still building right now. So let's check, I don't wanna check that one out. All right, let's check this one out. So we are in Riverdale Ranch, 512,000, 1,400 square feet, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Riverdale Ranch is a nice newer community. That's kind of all I have to say about it. Great finishes. Nice big walk-in closet. All right, so that gives you a good picture. 512,000. Oh, let's check out the tax basis on that one. So 4623. So we're about $2,000 a year less in our tax basis here for a similar year build. That one was built in 2021. So let's go and check out a couple of older properties. Built in 1979, 510,000. A little bit bigger property at 1,896 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. We've got some solar panels, vaulted ceilings, newer updated kitchen, stainless steel appliances. I like that it's open to the living space here. Yeah, looks super clean, new carpet. Paint looks like it's in good condition. You've got a finished basement. For $510,000, that feels like a really good deal for just under 2,000 square feet. And let's pop in and see. So 500,000 built in 1983, 1,600 square feet, 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom. And let's look at our tax basis. We only have 2,700 in taxes for the year. So we do definitely start to see those newer homes with a higher tax basis. And it's really because the newer communities don't have that tax reserve that they've had years and years to build up, but they still have that infrastructure to maintain those sidewalks, those streetlights, plowing the roads, that kind of thing. So that's why we see a higher tax basis in those newer build communities. So this is a tri-level. Laminate floors, original cabinets, stainless steel appliances, Formica countertops. Got an older bathroom. In my opinion, at $500,000, this one's a little bit overpriced. I would put this closer to $475,000. All right, so that is our Thornton area. I'm also going to touch on this area here, which is Federal Heights. The Federal Heights area, you'll see it sits right along I-25 here, and then 36 here that takes us into the Boulder area. So you have a really great location here, very easily accessible to Denver and Boulder in the Federal Heights area. The Federal Heights neighborhood will be mainly older homes. There is no new development happening here in the Federal Heights area, mainly just because it's already been built up. There's no room to develop it here. All right, let's let's check out this property on Linda Lane. So built in 1970, it's 1,250 square feet, listed at $475,000, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Nice curb appeal. If you see here, we sit on a hill, so you have some really good views out here to the east. Probably get some nice pretty city lights in the evenings. Looks like we might have some older carpet, some newer appliances. This one might need a little bit of love, but this one would be a great one to step into and create your own equity. Do some updates, put in some new carpet, remodel that kitchen, and create some equity for yourself. So let's see what else we can find. So 550,000, 1,700 square feet, 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom in the Pearl Mac area. Again, 50s built ranch, nicely updated. Nice kitchen. So that's a great example of some equity that you can build for yourself in the area. And then our very last stop on our affordable areas of Denver tour is going to be the Brighton area. Now, Brighton is our farthest out from the city of Denver area that we're going to be talking about. Brighton is its own city, and those that live in Brighton would commute into the Denver area taking this I-76 highway into Denver. The commute from Brighton to Denver is going to be anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes on any given day, depending on how much traffic you hit. The good thing is that this 76 freeway is not a major freeway. It's not our I-25 or our I-70, so it does not usually get backed up. Brighton is going to be the only area that we're talking about today that does have some element of walkability to it. So the Brighton area, this Main Street area is the original Main Street, and there's some historic buildings. You'll find a couple of restaurants, coffee shops, that kind of thing. So one thing to note is that this area close to Brighton's Main Street, you're going to find older homes, but those older homes are going to get you walkability into that little Main Street area. So for $410,000, just over 1,000 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bathrooms. And we've got another flip here, remodeled kitchen, newer floors, stainless steel appliances, new bathroom. This is all 1 floor living, and you're pretty close to that Main Street, so you've got some great walkability. And then as we go out of the Brighton area, we'll find a little bit newer homes. So this one's built in 2005, listed for just under $500,000. You're gaining 2,600 square feet, 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. So it looks like we have some original finishes right from that 2005 era. But it looks really nice and clean, totally livable as it is. I love the extra space that you get for not that much more. And you've got an unfinished basement. So Brighton is going to be a really great area if you need accessibility to the city of Denver, but you want to have more of a small town feel. Brighton is definitely my go-to for my sub $600,000 buyers. And that encompasses our entire tour. Before we sign off, I want to point out that several of these areas, we will be able to find new build communities in them. In the Aurora area, as I mentioned, we'll see new builds filling in this space here. So these are some newer build communities out on those outskirts of that 470 corridor. And then we do see, as I mentioned, that Painted Prairie community in the Green Valley Ranch area still getting developed. Up in Reunion, we still have several builders building up in the Reunion area. Those price points are going to start in the mid 400s for a paired home, all the way into the 800s. And then we do have a few builders coming into the Brighton area, not quite as many as we see down south closer to the city, but definitely still seeing some new build development. And then as far as the Thornton North Glen area, any new build development is going to be on this northern edge of the 470 corridor. And those prices are going to start in the mid 500s all the way into the 800s as well. So I hope this was helpful. I hope I pointed you in some good directions. We have a ton of options here in the Denver area for first-time homebuyers all the way into the luxury market. So really, we have something to fit every price point. It just depends on what's comfortable for you. So if I can help guide you further in your move to the Denver area, I would be so honored. Please feel free to hit me up on that number or that email that is popping up on your screen below. Until next time.